Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Chelsea if you're new to my channel, or you can call me Living with Loopy. That's my channel name. And I'm here to talk to you guys today. I wanted to give you guys a new video this week, and I know for some of you, when I asked the question which days work better for you all, it was Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know the time is a little bit late, but I had some other things that I had to get done, so here we are now. So I'm gonna jump right into it, and this is gonna be another quick video. It's not gonna be too long or drawn out. The topic that I'm going to talk about today is how I found out I had lupus, and it's honestly a really simple story, but it's also a little bit in depth as well. And it's crazy because it took 13 years for me to get diagnosed with lupus. And the backstory behind it, once I tell you guys, seems like it could have all been a lot simpler, but that's not how it worked out. So let's get started. I'm just gonna give you guys a little background about my family history, and I'm gonna start with my mom's side. My mom's side, there has been history of high blood pressure, high blood sugar. There has also been history with cancer. My dad's side of the family, I know a little bit about, but I don't know as much about. My dad's side of the family, the only thing that I really knew about their history is that my grandmom passed away when my father was 6. I'm going to insert a picture of them two in this next clip. So my dad's mom died when he was 6 of kidney failure, and honestly, back then at that time, not a lot of testing was around to really figure out where the kidney failure came from, why it came, and how it just came out of nowhere. And so that was probably like a really traumatizing time for my father, and not only for him but for her siblings as well as her parents, because my grandmom was only in her 30s when she passed away. So she was young. She wasn't, old from what I knew. She was healthy. And so that was kind of, I guess, a shocker to them. And so I never got to meet my grandma. The picture that I showed you is the only picture I've ever seen of her. I would love to see more pictures of her, but I just never have really asked because I know it can kind of be a very touchy subject. I did know my great-grandfather, however, my great-grandfather Maceo. I'd never met my great-grandmother Ruby. She passed away a couple of months or like a month or so before I was born. So she just barely missed my birth. And so, yeah, I really, I know my dad's uncle and his aunt. And I have my cousins that I know. So that always is very refreshing, because when I look at my uncle and I look at my great aunt, they look exactly like my grandma. And I'm very sure that if she was here, she would be a spitting image of them. So that's kind of where it all started. And then I came along, and 13 years later, I get diagnosed with lupus. And when I was first diagnosed, the symptoms that I was having was a lot of fatigue, a lot of Lupis call it fog brain. And for those of you who don't know what lupis are, it's kind of the name that we give ourselves, so we don't have to say lupus patients or people with lupus. We just call ourselves collectively lupis. And so a lot of fog brain. People could talk to me and I hear what you're saying, but I'm kind of in this little trance, if that's how you want to describe it. And so it was like one of those things. It's like, I know what you're saying and I know you're asking me how am I doing, but I can't really interact with you and tell you, because I'm in this bubble trends kind of thing. And it's almost like, if you've ever had sleep paralysis, which I suffer from sleep paralysis all the time, and it's almost like you're in sleep paralysis and you're laying there and you're trying to say help or trying to move or trying to wake up and you can't wake up. That's kind of how I would describe my lupus fog. A lot of joint pain, a lot of weight loss. Now, after I got diagnosed, there was a lot of weight gain. And I'm going to insert pictures here of before and after of my weight gain when I got diagnosed. So I don't know if you guys can really tell, that's the only photo that I have from 8th grade. But as you can see now, I barely have any breast. When I got diagnosed, I was put on steroids, and steroids literally blew me from like I was probably not even more than 115 in 7th and 8th grade to 130, 135, like in a matter of weeks, because I was on such a high dose of steroids. And so, that was a struggle. I was very aware of what my body was doing and changing, and I was very uncomfortable being that age, so young, and having that happen to you. And it was very, I wouldn't say traumatizing, but it was a very, very emotional situation for me, and going through that process, and having my friends and family there to support and kind of be someone to talk to was easy, but I still had to deal with that within myself, and that was always what I struggled with, and that is what helped me so much to grow to who I am today, because I was able to use those experiences and those feelings that I have and put it on camera, put it in a book. I love to write my feelings down. I think that was a great way for me to start coping with my lupus, because I didn't have anybody that had lupus in my family. My dad had not been diagnosed yet with lupus, and so I felt alone. So writing was the one way that I could get all my feelings and frustration out and not have to take it out on anybody else. So after kidney transplant surgery, I did have a breast reduction because it was just to the point where I was like, I've carried these for so many years, and now I have this new blessing in my life of a new kidney from my best friend, and I'm ready to chop them off. So I did. I had I had a breast reduction surgery back in 2017, I think. So they're about 3 years old now, and I think it was the right decision. For me, at least, I think that's a personal issue that I thought was my responsibility to deal with, and that's how I dealt with it. And so, yeah, here I am today. But I want to go ahead and finish up this video with a trivia question. So, if you were listening earlier, I said that my dad was not born in Tennessee. He was born in another state. So, if you guys know what that state and city are, leave them in the comments below or DM me, let me know. Whoever the winner is will be receiving a gift at the end of the month once Lupus Awareness Month is over. This is Lupus Awareness Month, Day 5, so we still have about 20-something days to go. So don't be shied away if you don't win this first time. I will be putting a limit on how many winners there will be. So unfortunately, we are not going to do trivia every single day, but when we do them, whoever the winner is for that day will get a prize. So make sure that you either leave your Instagram handle, you message me your address, Cash App, whatever it may be, whatever I decide, and I will go ahead and get that item to you. So Thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys be safe out there, essential workers. Thank you so much for all that you do for us each day. I am very appreciative, and I know there are many people appreciative of you as well. So that's all for our video. I will check in with you guys later. Peace.